Yeah. जय 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 श्री राम। जय श्री गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय बोल वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्री राधा मदन मोहन देव जू की, श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, उनके जन्म महोत्सव की जय। निताय गौर हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाय। ओम जयति पराशर सूनु सत्यवती हृदय नंदनो व्यासो यस्यास्य कमलगल्तम वाग्मय ममृतम जगत्पेवती विश्वसर्ग विसर्गाद नवलक्षण लक्षतम श्रीकृष्णाक्षम परम धाम जगद्धाम नमामि तत्। हृदय यस्य प्रेरणया प्रवर्तितो हम बराक रूपोपि तस्य हरे पदकमलम वंदे श्री चैतन्य देवस्य वंदे हम श्री गुरोर श्री उत्पदकमलम श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपम साग्र जातम सह गण रघुनाथान्वितम तम सजीवम साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैक पितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्म पालौ वंदे जगत प्रिय करौ करुणावतारौ नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अनर्पित चरीं चरात् करुणयावतीर्ण कलौ समर्पयत मुन्नतोज्ज्वल रसां स्वभक्ति श्रियं हरिपुरट सुंदर द्वितिकदम्ब संदीपतः सदा हृदय कंदरे स्फुरतवश्चीनंदन जयतां सुरतौर्पंगो मौमन्न मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदां भुजौ श्री राधा मदन मोहनौ वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पत्तानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। परम मंगल वेरी वेरी ऑस्पिशियस श्री भावना सार संग्रह and so many compliments on the very happy day of this appearance of Shri Nityananda to everyone. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. We are going to start the Madhyana Leela, noon pastimes of Shri Priyalal, Shri Radha Madan Mohan Dev. Shri Nityananda Prabhu is the main resource of kindness to enter in the realm of the seva. Nityananda Prabhu is the Seva Vigraha of Srimad Mahaprabhu. And he is always prepared to serve Srimad Mahaprabhu. And everything, Sri Mahaprabhu only bestow his kindness if a person has taken shelter of Sri Nityananda. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is Sri Baldev, that means Guru Tattva. And without Guru Tattva, nobody can enter in Bhakti. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is Shesh, that means every thing that is useful in the seva. Actually, Sri Nityananda Prabhu is the resource of all the things, all the upkara, all the helping things, ingredients of seva. Whenever Shri Priyalal required bed, Shri Baldev becomes bed. Baldev becomes clothes. Baldev becomes the umbrella. Baldev becomes the shoes. Everything Shri Baldev take incarnation in that way. And in this way, the performance of a seva, which requires some ingredients, Shri Baldev is that.
So he manifests the body.
Yes, yes, also. So everything that is the seva upkarana, everything is Shri Baldev himself. So Shri Krishna is Sheshi and Baldev is Shesh. Shesh means he is the expansion of Shri Krishna. And in the expansion of Shri Krishna, Shri Baldev took so many incarnations and expansions in various forms, various things that is useful in seva. So the second form of Shri Baldev is, first is Shri Gurudev. Second form is that he is Shesh. Nivas Shayyasan Padukan Shukopadhan Varshatam Varanadevi Sharir Vedaistva Visheshtangatai Yathochitam Sheshiti Hirtam Janai. The third form is of Shri Baldev is that he is Ananga Manjari in Nukunj Mandir. And without the kindness of Shri Ananga Manjari, nobody can enter in the erotic mood of Shri Priyalal. So Ananga Manjari gives us the Manjari Swarup. So by taking shelter of Shri Ananga Manjari, one will be, by the kind of Shri Ananga Manjari, he will get the Manjari Swarup from Shri Yogmaya. Yogmaya is the way, but the main controller is Shri Ananga Manjari. So by Ananga Manjari, a person will get that mood, otherwise it is impossible. Shri Baldev has three moods. He is Das, he is friend, and he is the guardian. He is guardian. So both three moods, Vatsalya, Saksha, and Dasya. Three moods Shri Baldev always has. So as he is the elder brother of Shri Krishna, so sometimes he always try to protect and do not let Shri Krishna go at the place of where any danger is possible. Either it is Kalidaha or either it is the Talban, that means a very place where the water is there and the mud is there. So he did not allow Shri Krishna ever. So he is always protector of Shri Krishna. And Shri Yashoda Yashoda Maya has handed over Shri Krishna in his hand. So, Shri Baldev is, and Shri Baldev is Sankarshan. He is the main cause of all this, main factor of all this creation. So, Sankarshan, Shri Baldev has three forms. One is Sankarshan, second is Garbhodshai, and third is Kshirodshai. So, in this way. So, he is the a part of the Vyuh, Srishti Vyuh, creation, in fact, expansion. So, in this way. So, Shri Baldev, in his Leela, Shri Nityananda Prabhu was 12 years elder than Shri Mahaprabhu. And Shri Nityananda Prabhu remained on this earth in Prakat Leela for 68 years. So, Nityananda Prabhu, Srimad Mahaprabhu has deputed him to increase and to distribute the prem to all others. And living in Sri Navadvip and Sri Ek Chakra, Sri Nityananda Prabhu always distributed the love without consideration. So this is the Sri Nityananda Prabhu is Mastamola, he is without any free and without any tension free. He is very, very much liberal to everyone. So we pray in his lotus feet so that we can get bhakti. Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. And now we are meditating on Shri Madhyana Leela of Shri Krishna. First of all, we will remain and we will concentrate in Shri Mahaprabhu Leela, because through Mahaprabhu, if we will enter in the Nikunj, then our relishment will be of a better and higher quality. Otherwise, it will not be of that higher quality. Because the experience of Shri Krishna is the unparalleled. If a person himself have any experience, and the experience that is felt by Shri Krishna himself, so there is the so great difference is in that. So the experience of Shri Krishna is the supreme. And while we will merge ourselves in the experience of Shri Mahaprabhu, through Mahaprabhu, while we enter in the Nikunj Mandir, then the relishment becomes very, very much great. So through Mahaprabhu, we enter into that Leela. Shri Madhyana Leela starts from 10:40 p.m. AM to 3:36 p.m. 10:40 to 3:36. Madhyana Leela is very much white, because so Madhyana Leela is, all Leela are of 6 6 ghadi, and Madhyana Leela is of 12 ghadi. Shri Mahaprabhu says, Shri Kavi Karnapur says, and he is meditating the Shri Mahaprabhu Leela, describing Mahaprabhu Leela. Mahaprabhu Leela is mainly related to Navadvip Leela, not to the Nilachal Leela. Because in Nilachal Leela, Mahaprabhu's routine is not fixed. He is always in Bhav, and sometimes he wakes awake at one time, and sometimes other time. Sometimes he get fainted, he get conscienceless. So in this way, so normally the Ashtakalini Leela is based on Shri Navadvip Leela. And in Navadvip Leela, Srimad Mahaprabhu is much more liberal, and he notices we persons. In Nilachal Leela, in Jagannath Puri Leela, Mahaprabhu is much more invert, and he does not care to others. But in Navadvip Leela, he always cares. So Navadvip Leela is much more better and much more useful for we persons. No, first of all, we will enter, we will join the Mahaprabhu Leela. And then when Shri Mahaprabhu will enter in the Kufa of Shri Vrindavan Yogpit, then we will also enter in that.
Asking after Mahaprabhu took sannyas.
Yes.
And that is not the Leela that we are meditating. Before that.
Yes, before that. Yes. So 24 years when Shri Mahaprabhu was in his home in Navadvip, that Leela is much more useful to us, because so that Leela is much more useful to us, because at that time Shri Mahaprabhu was much more liberal, and he was noticing we persons also. But in Nilachal Leela, that means in Jagannath Puri Leela, after taking the renounced system of life, sannyas, Shri Mahaprabhu was not noticing we persons, and he was much more in the meditation position and inward position. So, and yes, and the second thing is this, that in Sannyas Leela, we will not get much more opportunity to serve Srimad Mahaprabhu, because Mahaprabhu has taken, Mahaprabhu will discard, Mahaprabhu will not accept anything. He will accept according to the way of lifestyle of sannyasi. But in Navadvip Leela, as he is a grahastha, so he will take everything, and he will, we will get much more opportunity. We will get much more opportunity to serve him. So normally in Navadvip Leela, we meditate, and through Navadvip Leela, we enters in Shri Vrindavan Leela, in Nikunja Leela. So Sahal Shri Radha Sahit Hari Leela Bahuvidham Smran Madhyan Niyam Pulikit Tanur Gadgad Vachaha Bruvan Vyaktam Tamchaha Swajan Gan Madhyen Kurute Shachi Sunur Yastam Bhajimo Manastam Batsada. Shri Kavikarpur Goswami is describing the Madhyan Leela of Shri Srimad Mahaprabhu that starts from 1040 to 336. And here Shri Mahaprabhu is saying, Shri Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Karnpur Goswami is saying, कि साहल श्री राधा सहित लीलाम बहुविधाम. Shri Mahaprabhu is meditating the Brij Leela, that now Shri Radhika is moving with his associates, with his Sakhi, to Shri Radhakund or Shri Kusum Sarovar for worshipping Shri Surya Bhagavan. So Saha Ali with his associates, Radha Sahit Hari Leelam Bhavidham. Shri Radhika is proceeding toward Shri Krishna. Hari Leelam Bhavidham. And there are so many Leela. Hari Leela is there. Smaran Madhyan Niyam. And in Madhyan Leela, Shri Mahaprabhu is meditating. Shri Mahaprabhu is now sitting in his classroom, in his room to teach other persons, and the students has gone, and now Shri Mahaprabhu is alone or with very few confidential associates, and he is meditating the Brij Leela, that Shri Radharani is proceeding, doing abhisar for Shri Krishna, towards Shri Krishna. Madhyanyam, Pulkit Tanur Gadgad Vachaha. And Shri Mahaprabhu was Pulkit Tanum, participated, Romanch, and Gadgad Vachaha. His voice is caught, and he is choked thought. Srimad Mahaprabhu is Bruvan Vyaktam Tamcha, is explaining his experience, sharing his experience to his students. Bruvan Vyaktam Tamcha, Swajan Gana Madhye Nukurte. And Tamcha Swajan Gana Madhye Nukurte. And Srimad Mahaprabhu is expanding her feelings in the all students, those very close students, Srimad Mahaprabhu. So Swajan Madhyen Kurti. So Sri Mahaprabhu is Bruvan, and he is sharing his experience to his students. Shachi Sunu Yastam Bhajir Manastam Vatsakha. In this way, Shachi Sunu is meditating Shri Brij Leela, Madhyan Leela, Tam Bhaj Mam Manastam Vatsada. Oh my mind, you should Shachi Sunu Yastam Bhaj Mam Mana. You remember it. You also serve Shri Mahaprabhu. Tam Vatsada. Always you serve Shri Mahaprabhu. So in this way, so while Shri Mahaprabhu enters in the into the Nikunj Mandir with Mahaprabhu, we persons who are the students of Srimad Mahaprabhu, we also have the Manjari Bhav. And as Shri Radharani is moving there, then as Manjari, we are also entering in the Brij Leela. So in this way, GAURA Leela and Brij Leela both are combined. And through Srimad Mahaprabhu Leela, the relishment of Shri Brij Leela becomes much more higher. So to get the best result, we enters in Shri Brij Leela through Srimad Mahaprabhu rather than entering there directly. So Mahaprabhu entered, and now Shri Rup Goswami has given a brief description of Sri Madhyana Leela in one shlok. Madhyanyonnya sangodit vivid vikarad bhusham pramukdhau बाम्योत्कंठात लोलौ स्मरमख ललताद्याल नमाप्त शातौ दोलारण्याम्ब वंशी हृति रतिपान मधुपानार्क पूजाद लोलौ राधा कृष्णौ सतृष्णौ परिजन घटया सेव्य मानव स्मराम.
And but all the associates for Mahaprabhu are not into the Manjiri Bhav, they are into the Goswami Bhav, the Mahaprabhu Leela.
Yes, but those Goswamis also get their Manjari Swarup also incarnates at that time. And as Sri Mahaprabhu is not in the form of Sri Mahaprabhu, he is in the form of Sri Radharani. So Mahaprabhu has adopted the Radharani's mood. In the same way, we persons will also have, and all Goswami, we will also have adopted the mood of Manjari Bhav. Yes, Antaschintante. Madhyanyonnya sangodit. And this is description a very, very important, that in one yam, Shri Priyalal is joined. In the second yam, Shri Priyalal are separate. Then in third yam, they again join. In fourth yam, they become separate. In fifth yam, they become again joined. So in this way, but at the end of every yam, where Shri Radhakrishna is joined, then in the end, they separate. And where they are separate, that in the end, in the conclusion, they joins. So this is so here in Madhyana, Shri Radhakrishna is now joined meeting, having the meeting. So he is saying Madhyanyonya sangodit. In Madhyana, in noon, Anyonya sangodit. Both of them is joining, meeting, having the meeting. Vivid Bikarat Bhusham. And while they see each other, both of them have so many bhav vikar, so many manifestation of their feelings, bhav vikar. So sangodit vivid vikaradi bhusha, very vikar, so many reactions can be seen in the form of, in the limbs of Shri Mahaprabhu, in the limbs of Shri Radhika and Krishna, both. So Madhyane, in noon, Anyonya Sang, that means joining to each other, Udit Vivid Vikar, so many reactions has manifested in their bodies. Bhusha Pramukdhau, and those Shringar, those Vikar, those reactions are much more attractive and shining than the ornaments. So those bhav are also the ornaments. So bhav becomes themselves ornaments. So Bekad Bhusha Pramukdhau, Bamyot Kanthat Lulau. Sometimes Shri Radharani shows Bamyata. And sometimes Shri Krishna becomes Utkantha. So that means the first babe of Ras comes in the heart of Sakhi. The second babe comes while Shri Sakhi is describing the beauty and the pastimes of Shri Krishna, then Shri Radhika becomes affected. And Shri Radhika expresses his feelings. So second babes come in Shri Radhika. First baby is in Shri Sakhi, second baby is in the Radhika. The third babe, as Shri Radhika is listening the qualities and the sweetness of Shri Krishna, then she sometimes becomes Dhuran, that means favorite to Shri Krishna. And she tried to touch, or she tried to surrender herself to Shri Krishna only by gestures. And seeing those gestures, the third wave comes in the heart of Shri Krishna, and Shri Krishna becomes very notorious. So Shri Chanchalta comes in the action of Shri Radhika. And the fourth wave, that is realized by Sakhiga. So in this way, Pratham in Sakhi, then Shri Radhika becomes much more liberal to Shri Krishna and try to surrender herself to Shri Krishna by gestures, and seeing that Shri Krishna becomes much more enthusiastic and sometimes notorious. And then they met, and then that wave come and actually realized by Sakhiga. Sakhi is beginning end. And every million of Shri Priyalal, Shri Madan Mohan is of Sakhigan. So every Leela is of Sakhigan, not of Shri Priyalal, actually saying. So all Leela is of Sakhigan. So Madhyanod Sangodit Bhakad Bhusham Pramugdhav. So Bamya and Utkantha Atilolo. Bamya is the denial mood is in Shri Radharani, and Utkantha, eagerness, is much more expressed in Shri Krishna. So Bamya and Utkantha, though both things are equal, even then Bamya is much more in Shri Radha, and Utkantha is much more, eagerness is much more in Shri Krishna. So Atil Lolav. So in this way, they became much more eager, lol. And Smar Makhalalta Dyal Narmapta Shatav. And Smar Makhalalta Dyali. And they joined in the home, in the Makh man Yajna. So in the home of love. So Smar Makh Lalta Dyal Narmapta Shatav. And Lalta Adi, Lalta Sakhi and other Sakhis are Narmapta Shatav. They also creates joke and funniness. So Narmapta Shatav, they creates jokes and motivate Shri Priyalal to meet each other. So Narma Apta Shatav. So having by their parihas, Shri Apta Shatav. Sha means joy. Shri Radha Krishna both feel very much happiness. So Narmapta Shatav. And then Dola Ranyambu Vanshi Hriti. Shri Krishna and Shri Radhika perform so many pastimes as Dola means swings. Aranya, that means they visit the garden. And Ambu, that means sometimes they take bathing in Shri Yamuna and Shri Radhakund, and they play in the water. Ambu. And Vanshi Hriti, that means sometimes Shri Radhika steals the Vanshi. And Madhupanark, sometimes they use liquor, Madhupan. That is not actually liquor, but that is Madhupan, intoxicating. And Argha Puja. And at last, they perform the Surya Pujan in Madhyan. So these are the very limited, and this is the list of Leela. Yeah, somebody of list Leelas. So Madhupanarka Puja the Lolo, Radha Krishna Sutraptav. And in this way, Madhyana Leela, Shri Radhaka Krishna both are very much satisfied. And Parijan Ghatiya Sebya Manav. And at every step, their antaras, their Parijan, their associates always serve Shri Radhakrishna, Radhakrishna Smarami. And let us remember, meditate Shri Radhakrishna playing in this way. So, first of all, Shri Radhika was plucking flowers. Then Shri Krishna reaches there and they have the quarreling. In quarreling, Shri Radhika is pouring the bunch of flowers to Shri Krishna is pouring bunch of flowers to Shri Radhika. And with that bunch, with that heap of flowers, his fruit also is losing. And Shri Radhika immediately steals it and it hands it handovers it to hands over it to Shri Lalita ji, and Lalita gives it to Shri Rup Manjari, and Rup Manjari immediately hides it, the banshi. And then they also have the quarreling. And after that, the banshi, while the banshi is again returned to them, then it comes, then Shri Krishna and Shri Radhika both went to take bath in Shri Radhakund. And they took bath, and after that, Shri Brinda Devi invites him to visit the whole Vrindavan. And Shri Radha Krishna visits the whole Vrindavan, various provinces of Shri Vrindavan. One province is Vasantakant, then Nidhag Subhag, then Varsha Harshad, then Shardambodh, then Shishir, Sukhat, Hemantakant. In this way, 6 seasons are there, and all seasons are with their pleasant mood and pleasant service. They are to serve Shri Radha Krishna. And after visiting there, in every province, accordingly, pastimes was commenced. That means as it is the Basant, as it is the Barsha Ritu, the rain season, then the swing is there. If it is Grishma Ritu, then Jal Vihar as well as flows are coming, and all things. They play with water and flowers. Yes. And in summer, in Basant Ritu, spring, they play Holi, and in Shishir, they take rest. So every Leela. And in the Sharad Ritu, they have the new clothes and new ornaments and Shringar, Deepavali. So everything. So everything is on autumn, they get this. So according to, as there are 6 provinces, and they are having the seasons according to those seasons. So Shri Krishna also and Shri Radha Krishna also every day have everything. So all utsav are in routine. All utsav can be seen every day. So they are not only the naimittic or the casual, they are in the routine. Yes. So, and at that time when they get sleep, then Shuk Sarika both awakes him by praying him, and Shri Radha and Shri Krishna both invite Shuk and Sarika. Shri Radhika invites Shri Shuk that, oh Shuk, come to me, I will teach you. And being a teacher, Shri Radhika teaches Shri Shuk and describes the various qualities of Shri Krishna. Whatever she felt, she teaches it to Shri Shukdev. And in the same way, whatever Shri Krishna felt about Shri Radharani, Shri Krishna describes it, and Shri Shuk, Sarika, also describes and praises Shri Radha Krishna. And in this way, having the chess and other playing, some Sakhi says that, oh, we are getting late in serving Shri Suri. Then when it is 3:30 or so, then Shri Krishna again comes there in the vesh of a brahmachari, a priest, and Shri Krishna make the services of worshipping of Shri Surya Bhagwan. Yes. Yes, yes, special mantra, fraud mantra. Is all mantra, those are coming by his imagination. So Shri Krishna perform them, and then Shri Radha and Krishna both get separated. So after Milan, separation, and after separation, Milan, in this way. So these are.
He utters the mantras. Is he speaking Sanskrit or something? He makes some language up.
Of course, while the worshipping is worship is going on, then Sanskrit, because Dev Sanskrit is Dev Bhasha. So either he speaks Dev Bhasha or Devadidev Bhasha. Devadidev Bhasha is Brij Bhasha, and Dev Bhasha is Sanskrit. So Krishna speaks two languages, Dev Bhasha or Devadidev Bhasha.
And I drink honey wine.
Yes, honey wine, yes, honey wine. And that is coming of vegetables. That is not a liquid. Honey, madhu, wine, a juice that is coming from the creepers, but it creates some intoxication also. But that is wholly, fully non-vegetable, vegetable, and vegetarian. That is fully, and that is yes, and that is not by having those things and then creating yes, not like that. Directly, yes, directly. That is the juice of flowers, juice of flowers, juice of some leaves, and that is directly coming. Normally, the fruits and other things, bad things, those are kept, and while they are sarjain, ruined, then yes, then having by firing them, the liquor is, that is not. Athatra ghot, yes. Athatra ghote ghosheshwar nandana priya prathak prathak sa gunapa yupan nijendriyai आकृष्ट चित्ता प्रिय संगमोत्सुकई स्वम शांतयंतीम अवदत विशाखाम. Shri Radhika is coming to the Vrindavan Udyan, Vrindavan garden, and Shri Radhika is talking to Shri Vishakha, and she is sharing his feelings to Shri Vishakha. अथात्र घोषेश्वर नंदन प्रिया. घोषेश्वर नंदन प्रिया मीन्स राधा रानी. घोषेश्वर मीन्स Shri Nanda Baba. His Nandan, his prince is Shri Krishna, and Shri Radhika is his Priya. So Ghosheshwar Nanda Priya, and it creates the feeling that Shri Krishna is Dhir Lalit Nayak, and he has no responsibility on him. He is all free, fully, because all responsibility are on the shoulders of Shri Nanda Baba. Shri Krishna is all free. So Ghosheshwar Nandana Priya. So Shri Krishna is Dhir Lalit Nayak and have no responsibilities. Prathak Prathak Sa Yugpan Nijendriyai. And Shri Radhika is saying to Shri Vishakha that, oh Vishakha, Shri Krishna is always attracting me with his all limbs. So, Yugpat Nijendriyai. Shri Krishna is simultaneously, Yugpas means grossly, my whole limbs are attracted by Shri Krishna. Yugpat means grossly, combinedly. Nijendriyai, my whole indri are attracted by Shri Krishna. Priya Sangamotsukai. My limbs are very much eager to have the company with Shri Krishna. Swam Santayantim. And how I can consolidate, how I can Santayanti, can Santana, give patience, yes. Consolement or patience, pacify. So, Swam Swantayantim, Avdat Vishakham. Shri Radhika told to Shri Vishakha, and he is pacifying her limbs also, herself. And she is saying that Saundaryamrit Sindhu Bhangalalna Chitradya Samplavakaha Karnanandi Sandarma Ramya Vachanaha Kotindu Shitangakaha Saurabhyamrit Sampalvabrit Jagat Piyusharmyadharaha Shri Gopendra Sutasa Karshati Bhalat Panchendriyanyalime. O Ali, O my friend Vishakha. This is addressed to Ali. This is the address to Shri Vishakha. O Ali, Shri Gopendra Sutaha. This Gopendra Sut, Nanda, the son of Shri Nanda Baba, Karshate Balat Panchendriyani, is attracting and pulling my 5 limbs. So Shri Krishna is so attractive that he is pulling my 5 limbs, Balat. With power, she is fetching, she is attracting my whole body, my whole indri. And he's, because the limbs has their subjects, and if any subject is there, then the limbs goes toward that subject. So Saundaryamrit Sindhu Bhanga Lalna Chitradya Samplavakaha. Shabd Sparsha Roop Ras Gandh. These five are the subject. And the Shabd Sparsh Rup Rasgandha of Shri Krishna attracts my knowledge, Indri, Gyanindri, my whole Gyanindri. The Saundarya of Shri Krishna is just like an ocean. Saundarya Amrit Sindhu. The nectar of beauty is of Shri Krishna is so huge that it is just like a ocean. So Saundarya Amrit Sindhu. And as Sindhu Bhang, that Sindhu is having the high tides. It is rising. The ocean is rising, has been the high tides. Lalna Chatradri Samplavakaha. And while high tides come, then all hills and mountains also dipped in that high tide, in that water. So Lalna Chatradri Samplavakaha. My heart is just like the Adri. Adri means the Parvat, mountain, and it is dipped in that high tide. So the Saundarya is a high tide and my heart is a mountain and it is dipped in that high tide, in that flood. So this is Saundarya, that means Rup. And the next thing is Shabd, Rup Shabd. The noise of Shri Krishna is Sanarma Ramya Bachanaha Kotindu Shitangakaha. Karnanandi. His speaking is very much attractive and very much sweet. That attracts my ears. So Karnanandi, it gives very much joy to my ears. Sanarma Bachana. And the talking of Shri Krishna is Sanarma, meaning full of joy and jolliness. Joking. So Sanarma Vachanaha. Because Narma is the joke that have a very profound knowledge also. And the theme is also there. Not only the laughing only, but it has the theme and thoughts also. So that is called Sanarma Vachana. The Sanarma, the talking of Shri Krishna is full of joy as well as jokes. And Ramya Vachana, the speaking is very much sweet. So that sweetness is of 4, 5 phases. That means the sound is very, speaking is very much sweet. His thought is very much sweet, as well as while he murmurs, then the murmuring is also very much sweet. While he sings in akar, but not any word, in this way. That is also very much sweet. But sometimes he recites some poetry, that is also sweet. Sometimes he recites the poetry in a melody, then it becomes much more sweeter. And if with all instruments, with his banshi and other instrument in the last Sri Krishna sings, that it becomes very much sweeter. So the sound is very much sweet in every stage. It is originally very much sweet. It is with singing very sweet. It is with the language sweet, and with music it becomes much more sweeter. So Sanarma Ramya Bachana. Nar means joke is also there, And Ramya Vachan, it is very much sweeter. Very much sweet. Kotin the Shitangaka. So this is Vachan. So Saundarya, second thing is speaking. His beauty is speaking. The third thing is his touch. So touch of Shri Krishna is also Kotin the Shitangaka, is also very, very much cool and very much coolness giving. As Koti Indu, thousand and millions Indu Chandrama, moons, as they are giving the moonlight. So Koti Indu Shitanga Kaha, and it creates my body very much sheet, very much cool. So three things ho gayi. Saundarya, that means what second is Vachan, and the third is Koti Indu Shitanga Kaha, his sparsh, his touch. And the Saurabhyamrit Sampradavrit Jagat. Saurabhya, while he speaks, then a very sweet fragrance comes with his speaking. Or while he moves, then a very beautiful and pleasant fragrance is coming from his lips. So in every way, by speaking, by moving, and by touching or anything. So his hands are so beautiful and so full of a sweet fragrance that if he touches anything, that things becomes also very, very much beautiful. Koti Indu Shitangaka. So Saurabhyamrit Sampradavrit Jagat Piyusha Ramyadhara. Saurabhya, the fragrance is coming. And Amrit Sampradavrit Jagat. By that Amrit, all Jagat is just dipped in it.
Nectar.
In that nectar. And now Ras, Piyusha Ramyadhara. His lips are full of nectar. Piyusha Ramyadhara. In this way, whole five things, Shabd, Sparsh, Roop, Ras, Gandh, whole five things are described. And Shri Radharani is saying, O Sakhi, Shri Gopendra Sutaha Sakarshati Balat. This Gopendra Sut is Karshati Balat, is attracting me. Panchendriyanyalime. He is attracting my whole five senses, knowledge senses, very much. Very powerfully he fetches, he attracts my whole Panchendriya. And Gopendra Sutaha, this is a description that Shri Krishna is Dhir Lalit Nayak, and Nanda, rather than saying Nanda Sut, directly taking the name of Shri Nanda Baba. She is not, Shri Radharani is not taking the direct name of Nanda Baba, as the name of Sasur will not be taken by Bahu. In this, so he is saying Gopendra Sut, Brijaraj Kumar. Mother-in-law. Yes. So Bahu will not take the names in respect of Sasur. In the same way, rather saying Nanda Sut, he is saying Gopendra Sut. So not taking the directly name. Because the name of respected persons normally is not pronounced. And now, in Govind Leelamrit, very beautifully, the five subjects are described, and how Shri Radharani is feeling the sweetness of five Vishay, Shabda, Sparsh, Roop, Ras, Gandh, by his knowledge senses, Gyanendri. So Radharani is feeling the sweetness of 5 subjects with his Gyanendri. First of all, Netraspraham. My eyes are always attracted towards Shri Shyam Sundar, Shri Madan Mohan. Navam Buddha Lasad Dhyutir, Navtadin Manogyambaraha, Tribhanga Madhurakritihi, Madhurvanya Veshojjwalaha, Sudhanshu Madhurananaha, Kamal Kanti Jil Lochanaha, Same Madan Mohanaha, Sakhi Tanoti Nitraspraham. O Sakhi, how can I protect myself? Because this Sri Krishna is attracting me, my eyes very much. So I am helpless. How I can protect my eyes from Sri Krishna? So Sri Radharani is saying, just see, Navambud Lasad Dhyutihi, the hue of Sri Krishna is just like a new cloud, Navambud Lasad Dhyuti. And Navtadin Manogyambaraha, Sri Krishna is bearing very attractive Manogya, very sweet and beautiful Ambaraha, means clothings. So the clothing of Sri Krishna is very, very much beautiful, and it is just like the lightning, Tadith, Bijli, thunder light, cloud light, sky light. So it is Navtadin Manogyambara. Tadith means the lightning that comes from the clouds. Tadith. And his gestures are also very attractive. Trivanga Madhurakriti, while he stands, he cannot stand straight. Always he stands curving at 3 places, as a crooked with 3, crooked with 3 on 3 places, bended in 3 places, as yes. So at Griva, at his waist, and on his feet, Shri Krishna is bended. Krishna is crooked, as the weight of the beauty is so great that Shri Krishna is not bearing it, and due to that, he bends on 3 places. So, Trivanga Madhurakriti, his akriti, his gestures, his figure is bended by 3 places, on 3 places, by 3 places. So Trivanga Madhurakriti. And Madhura Vanya Veshojjwalaha, Shri Krishna is bearing very beautiful Vanya Vesh. The ornaments, those are coming from, those are the product of the forest, Vanya Vesh. So Shri Krishna is using the things, those are the product of Vanya. So Madhur Vanya Veshojjwalaha, Vanya Vesh, the product of forest, he is using them. And Sudhanshu Madhurananaha, his face is just like the moon. So Sudhanshu Madhurananaha, his face is very much sweet, just like moon. And Kamal Kanti Jil Lochanaha, his lochan, his eyes are Kamal Kanti Jit, who has conquered the beauty of the petal of lotus. So Kamal Nayan, Kamal Patra, so his eyes are just like the Kamal Patra. Same Madan Mohana, in this way Madan Mohan, Sakitanot Nitraspraham, is always increasing the desire of my eyes to looking and gazing him continuously. So I cannot leave Sri Krishna for even for a moment. And I can not tolerate even the gap of the eye blinking only. Nimesha sahata. So eyelid drop, I cannot even tolerate it. Again, Navambud Lasadriti, the hue of Shri Krishna is just like a new cloud. Navatarin Manogyambaraha, Shri Krishna is bearing beautiful clothing that is of a Navatarit, of a new lightning. Tribhanga Madhrakriti, Shri Krishna is standing, having the cut in 3 places, crudeness in 3 places, and Madhurabandi Vishujjala, Shri Krishna is decorated by the products of a forest. Sudhanshu Madhurananaha, his face is moon-like, and Kamal Kanti Jillochanaha, his eyes has conquered the lotus, beauty of lotus. Same Madan Mohan, this very Madan Mohan, Sakhitanot Nityaspaham, is increasing the desire of my eyes continuously. Very beautiful Rup Dhyan. Nadad Jalad Niswanaha, Shravan Karsha Sat Sinjitaha, Sanarma Rasuchika Akshar Padarth Bhangit Yuktikaha, or Sanarma Bachanamrita Snapit Kamani Manasaha, Ramadi Varangana, Hridaya Harivanshi Kalaha, Same Madan Mohanaha, Sakhitanot Karnaspaham. And now she is describing his desire of listening. Karnaspraham. My ears are always want to relish the sweetness of his sound. Nadad Jalad Niswana. The Niswan, the swar of Shri Krishna, is just like the Nadad Jalad, as the cloud is making noise. Jalad means cloud. So it is very much profound, not very pinching, but it is very profound. So like his voice is so profound, like the noise of clouds. Nadat means making sound. Jalad means cloud. Niswana mane, his voice is very much profound, like the sound of a cloud. Yes.
Before it starts to lighten,
Yes.
the dark clouds that produce.
Yeah. Rumbling. Shravan Karshi, which attracts Shravan, my ears. Sat Sinjita, and the twinkling of his ornaments is also very much attractive, and it attracts my ears. Shravan Karshi, it attracts my ears. Sat Sinjita, the twinkling of his ornaments. Sanarma Rasa Suchikakshar. So first he has described the nature of his sound. His sound is naturally very much profound and very sweetful. The other thing is not of the sound of his thought. Even the sound of his ornaments are also very attractive. And his speaking is also attractive. So sound is of 3 types. The natural sound, by which he murmurs. Sometimes the twinkling of his ornaments, that side sound, and sometimes while he speaks, then his speaking is also sanarma rasa suchakakshar. It is very much attracting and narma rasa suchakak. Whenever Sri Krishna speaks, it is full of very nectar, full of very sweetness. So never he speaks rash speaking, or never he speaks that is a karnakatu, not pleasing to the ears. So sanarma rasa suchakakshar. And in his sentences, the akshar, every akshar, every vowel, every sound is very sweet. And not akshar, but pad. That means every word is very full of sweetness. And the not only words, but the meaning of words is also very much sweet. So here, the speaking is divided into three portions. The choice of the vowels, and the choice of words, and choice of the meaning. So by point of view, all 3 point of view, his speaking is full of very sweetness, and it is very much poetic. So the shabd, the sound phonics is not very much hitting in the ears. Not that, but very, he always speaks osht and dant mostly. Dant and osht, the sound that is coming by lips or sound that is coming by the teeth, not by mudha. Pellet, yes, not coming from pellet. Ta tha da dha no, this is pellet. Pa pha ba bha mo, this is osht. Ta tha da dha no, this is danti. Speaking by teeth. And ko kha ga gha na, that is the kantha, that is by throat. And cha cha ja ja yo, that is by the tip of a petal, by the top of a petal. So the talabhi shabdi are sometimes very much hitting, and they are not melodious. But the other kanthe, dante and osht, these words are very lalit, lavang, lata, parishilan. Everything is very smooth.
Very pleasant.
Yes, pleasant. Yes. So they are having the smooth sound, not the rough sound. It was said that there was a great poet, Sri Bhav, who has written Kadambari, but he could not complete his work. And while he was passing away, at that time he called his 2 sons. The elder son was very much a man of letters, but he was not a poet. And he tasted him that this is a tree, a dry tree. Just describe it. And he told that Shushka Vriksha Tishthatyagraha. Shushka Vriksha, the dried tree is Tishtati Graha, सामने खड़ा है. Is Tishtati, is standing before me. His younger son when came, and he also tasted him and gave, just describe what is this, and he said, "This Nira Satarur Bil Sati Purata." Okay, oh, you are perfect. How sweet you are speaking. The thing is the same, sentence is the same, meaning is the same, but the choice of the words and choice of the phonics is one is just as it is hitting, and other is it is rawing. So that is the difference. Niras tarure bilasati purataha. So not very, and the first verse says, Shushkaha vrikshaha tishthatyagraha. So dam 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 dam. So that is harsh. That is harsh. So here he is also saying that sanam rasa suchak akshar padarth bhangi dyuta. So the akshar phonics are very sweet, and pad means words are very sweet, as well as the meaning of those words was also very sweet. Bhangi yukta ka. Athva sanarma bachanamrita napit kamani mansaha. While Shri Krishna speaks, then all the heart of all kamnis becomes fulfilled with nectar. Ramadik varangana hridaya hari vanshi kala. And Ramadik, the sweetness of this banshi, melody of this banshi, also attracts Shri Rama in Mahabaikunt, Shri Lakshmi in Mahabaikunt. So Rama Adik, Varangana means the beautiful ladies are also Hridaya Hari Vanshi Kalaha. The Vanshi Kal, the sweetness of Vanshi is Hridaya Hari, attracts him. Same Madan Mohana Sakhitanoti Karnaspraham. In this way, this Madan Mohan is Tanoti Karnaspraham, increases my desire to listen more and more words of Shri Krishna. So in the fifth previous verse, it was beauty, Roop. Here, Shringar. And now he is the fragrance of Shri Krishna is described. Gandha of Shri Krishna is describing. Koranga madjid bapuhu. Parimalon Krishnanga kaha. Swakang nalnashtake shashi jutabdi gandha prathaha. Madendu varachandana guru sugandha charchachitaha. Same madan mohana sakhitanoti nasas praham. The fragrance of Shri Krishna is attracting my nose. So I can sniff the fragrance of Shri Krishna. And the fragrance is Korangamat. Korangamat means kasturi, musk. Korangamat means musk. Jit, who has conquered the musk. Such is Bapuhu. The body of Shri Krishna is Korangamat. Musk has conquered the Kasturi. And Kasturi is black, as well as the hue of Shri Krishna is also black. And Parimarol me Krishnangana. And the parimal, the fragrance is spreading. So the babes of that parimal, that fragrance, Akrishna Angana, is attracting all gopis. Swakang nal nashtake shashi yutabj gandha pratha. Swakang Nalnashtake. And Shri Krishna is having 8 kamal, 8 lotus. That means charan. One is charan, his feet. Second is his hands, karyugal. Then netra, his eyes also just like lotus-like. And his nabhi, navel, that is also lotus-like. And mukh, that is also navel-like. So in this way, charan yugal, karyugal, netra yugal, 6. And nabhi and mukh, these are 2 more. That means these 8 are lotus, which are resting in the body of Shri Krishna. So, Swakang Nalnashtake, the 8 lotus, those are in the body of Shri Krishna. Shashi Yutabja Gandha Pradaha. And Shri Krishna is Shashi Yutabja Gandha Pradaha. Shashi Yut, his face is moon-like. Abja Gandha Pradaha. And normally the lotus closes in the light of moon and it always blooms in the light of sun. But here, Shashi Yutabja Gandha Pradaha, Shri Krishna is Chandrama. Krishna is just like moon. Even then, these 8 lotus are blooming. So that is oxymoron. That is Virodhavas. So Shati Yutabja, the face of Shri Krishna is just like moon. Even then, these 8 kamal lotuses are blooming there. And Gandha Pratha, and their fragrance is spreading all over. Madendu Var Chandana Guru Sugandh Charcharchitaha. Madendu Var Chandan, and Shri Krishna is having the paste of Chandan on his body. So Madendu means very beautiful. Bar Chandan Agur, great Chandan and Agur. The Sugandh, the fragrance of Chandan, sandal and Agur. Sugandha Charcha Architaha. Shri Krishna is having the paste on his body. Samay Madan Mohana Sakhitanut Nasas Praham. In this way, the fragrance of Shri Krishna, the body of Shri Krishna, is always attracting and increasing the desire of my nose continuously. So, Roop, Shabd, now Gandh, and now Sparsh, the touch. Shri Radharani is saying that Harin Mani Kavatika Pratat Hari Bhakshasthala. Shri, the chest of Shri Krishna is just like Harin Mani, means blue Neelam. Neelam Kavatika, as the great gate is there. So his chest is just like a gate that is made of Neelam. And normally a general formation of the heart is also, the chest is also just like the gate of, it has two gates. That is just like that. So, Nav Harin Kavatika, Pratat Hari, as a Neelam Kavatika, Neelam gates are there. So, it is Vakshasthala. His chest is just like the gate, great gate. in Smarartha Taruni Manaha Kalush Hant Dor Argalaha. And the arms of Shri Krishna is just like the Argala. Argala means what you say? Argala means yes. Bolt, yes, bolt. But but Argala means actually Argala is a big latha. Yes, bar, and that is on the both side of the door. They have the hole, and they have that log there. So that is Argala. So the hands, the arms of Shri Krishna is just like the Argala, just like the log to close that gate. Smarartha Taruni Mana Kalushahantri, which removes the all difficulties of a lady who is Smarartha, who is suffering from the separation or Kamdev. So Smar is, that means the desire of to love. That is Smar, Kampira, passion. And it is passion is just like a disease. And that Argala is to remove it. That means it will not let that disease come in the body of a lady. So, Smarartha Taruni Manaha. The Taruni Man is the heart of a Taruni, a young lady is Smarartha, is suffering from the passion. But all kalush, all difficulties are removed while Shri Krishna touched him with his hand, then his whole difficulties, whole disease will remove, will be cured. Smarartha Taruni Manaha Kalushahante Dorargalaha. Dorargala, the hands of arms of Shri Krishna is just like a log that keeps all difficulties and diseases away from that lady. Smarartha Taruni Mana Kalushaharte. His whole difficulties and whole pain is removed by that those are. And Sudhanshu Harichandrotpal Sitabhra Shitangakaha. Sudhanshu means kapur, camphor. So Sudhanshu. And Harichandan means sandal. And Utpal means lotus. And Shitabhra, that means Shitabhra means the magnificent patthar, magnifies patthar, focus patthar, sphatic money, magnifying glass, yes. Sitabhra, Shitangaka. So it creates Sitangaka. So yes, Sitabhra is called Chandrakanta Mani that melts in the light of a moon. So that is also Chandrakanta Mani. Suryakanta Mani that burns in the light of a sun, that is magnifying glass, and just it is like that, that gets melted in the moonlight. तो शताब्र शीतांग कहा, Shri Krishna is having that Chandrakanta Mani. Samay Madan Mohana. In this way, the touch of Shri Krishna is very, very much pleasant, and it gives very much joy to me. Samay Madan Mohana Sakhitanoti Bhakshas Praham. In this way, Shri Madan Mohan always increases my desire to touch him. And may Bhakshas Praham, my breast, my body always have the desire to embrace Shri Krishna. So my Bhaksha, my body always is eager to embrace Shri Krishna, hug Shri Krishna. Again, Harin Mani Kavatika, Pratat Hari. The chest of Shri Krishna is just like the gate, who is Pratat means very big, and it is made of Harin Mani, Neel Mani, Neelam. And Smararth Taruni Manaha, Kalush Hantrato Dorgalaha, and his arm is just like those logs that keeps all thieves and all difficulties away from that lady, who is very beautiful and do not want to feel the difficulties of separation. So the arms of Shri Krishna is just like the log, just like the bolt, just like the log, which keeps all difficulties away from that lady. Or Sudhanshu Harichandranotpal Satabhra Sheetangar kaha. And Shri Krishna is having Sudhanshu, means the moonlight, and Harichandan, that means Sunday sandal, and Utpal means lotus, and Shatabhra, that means that kapur, camphor, and that Chandrakanta Mani. So the touch of Shri Krishna is just like all these four things. Sudhanshu means the moonlight, the sandal, the lotus, and the Shatabhra, the camphor, and the Chandrakanta Mani. 5 things. Samay Madan Mohana Sakhitanot Dittaspa. So here is Sparsh, and now Ras. Yes. So yes, and Ras. Burjatul Kulangana Kulanganetar Rasali Trishnaharaha. The Ras of Shri Krishna is Burja Atul Kulangana. The Kulangana are very beautiful ladies who resides in Shri Brij. Kulangana. Itar Rasali Trishnaharaha. They gives up all desire to have other things. So the relishment of other thing is automatically removed, being given up by this other. The sweetness of the lips of Shri Krishna is so sweet that it removes, it makes all ladies away from other desires. Brija Atul Kulangana, the Atul, unparalleled, incredible ladies of Shri Brij. Itar Rasa, their other desires are removed. Yes. Pradivya adharamritaha. The adharamrita, nectar of the lips of Shri Krishna, is pradivya, is manifesting. Sukata labhya phelalava. Oh, this phelalava can be achieved by any great pious activities. If a person has done any punya, then, but it is not a sugat. This is a idiom only here. And idiom is only used. A poetic expression is only this. That sukriti labhya. Sukriti means the things that cannot be, the cause that cannot be described. That is called sukriti. So directly the cause cannot be found. Then it will be called sukriti. We are not seeing the cause. So sukriti labhya phelalabha. If a person has done so many pious activities, only then he will get, that lady will get this adharamrita. Otherwise not. Pradivyat adharamritaha. This adharamrita is very much shining. And sukriti labhya. Only a very pious and pious lady that has performed the pious activities, punya activities, she can get this phelalabha, this nectar. Yes, yes.
Not ordinary.
That's not, yes, not, yes. And phelalabha means the spirit, or the phelalabha means that the sweetness of the adhar. Phelalabha. And Shri Bhagavad Prasad is also yukta of phelalabha. Bhagavad Mahaprasad. Mahaprasad is also phelalabha. Yukta of phelalabha. Because it is mixed, it is joined with adharam. Yes. Sudha jit ahiballika. And Shri Krishna is sometimes chewing the ahiballika, that means palm, betel leaf. Sudhajit, who has conquered the nectar. Sudhajit. Sudha means nectar. Jit means conquered. So he has surpassed, it has surpassed the sweetness of Amrit even. So Shri Krishna is chewing that betel leaf. Sudal Bitikacharvitaha. And Shri Krishna is Bitikacharvitaha, is chewing that bitika, that bitika. Beetle. Yes, that round पान की बीड़ी को क्या की yes, the folding of that but folding of that bitika. Yes, yes. Folding.
You like that also?
Yes, no. Not very much. Sometimes. Yes. Sunal Bitika Charpita. Same Madan Mohana Sakitanud Juvhasna Kam. So I want to get that Bida also. And it creates the desire, creates the thirst of my tongue also. Evam Ganantiya Samanu Bilasam. Svedashrakam Pahadi Karaha Mahantam. Krishna Gatayam hi tatha tulasya bithi tasyam avloke antyam. Evam Ganantiya. In this way, Shri Radharani is describing every features of Shri Krishna. And the 5 things, Shabd Sparsha Rup Ras Gandh, the sweetness of those things. Swamanobhilasham. And Shri Radhika is expressing his desire also. Yes. It is Govindas, Govinda's. Yes, okay, Krishna's Kaviraj. Because this is the collection of various works. So here he has, but very beautiful 6 shlokas. These 6 shlokas are very, very beautiful, and it describes the all subjects of Shri Krishna, the sweetness of all Shri Krishna. Shabd Sparsh Rup Gandh 5, and in one the whole 5. Whole 5. So evam gadanti asva manubilasam. In this way, Shri Radhika is expressing his desire. Manubilas, gilasam, bilasam. Svedashru kampadikara mahantam. And Shri Radhika is feeling Swed, sweatness, ashru, tears, kamp, horripitation, percolation, and mahantam, a great sattvic bhava are expressing in her body. Krishna gataya hi tatha tulasya. Because she has sent Shri Tulsi to search Shri Krishna, and Tulsi Manjari has not returned so far. So Krishna Gatayam, though the Tulsi Manjari has gone to Shri Krishna, Shri Radhika is Bithim Chitasyam Avalokyantyam, is continuously gazing the path from which she will return. So Shri Krishna, Radhika is waiting there. And Prahinon Muralka Swadutika. Then Shri Krishna immediately blow his flute, as if Shri Krishna has sent his messenger to Shri Radharani that don't worry, I am about to be there. So in this way, Shri Krishna is blowing his banshi. And in further shlok, it is the translation of Shri Venugit. All bhav of Shri Venugit is very beautifully and very artistically described. The artistry of these shloks and the bhav, profound bhav, those are in those Venugit of Shri Srimad Bhagavat, that is reproduced and retranslated here in other words. But the bhav are very beautiful. So Shri Radhika is listening Venunath of Shri Krishna, and then she is glorifying and praising those Venunath. That will continue on that. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Govind jai jai, Gopal jai jai, Govind. Shri Radha Raman Hari Govind jai jai, Radha Raman Govind jai. Govind jai jai, Gopal jai jai, Govind jai. Shri Radha Raman Hari Govind jai jai, Radha. Distribute. Yeah, distribute. Distribute. Yes, distribute all. Jai jai. और राधा रानी कह रही है विशाखा सुन रही है जरा हम लोग इतने प्रभावित हो जाते हैं जिनमें प्रेम का अंश भी नहीं है, तो फिर विशाखा सुन रही है उनका क्या आनंद होगा, और राधा कह रही है तो क्या कहना है।
I have a question. Mahaprabhu, it's also eternal, right?
Yes, yes.
So we hear so much about the service that the sadhaka can have in Krishna, as Manjari, as Rasa, however. But I never hear so much about what can be the seva in the eternal pastimes of Mahaprabhu.
Very fine, because the goal of Srimad Mahaprabhu, the relishment of Sri Mahaprabhu also merges in the relishment of Shiv Vishnu. So absolute thing is Vishnu. It should be considered. But Srimad Mahaprabhu, the Mahaprabhu's relishment, Mahaprabhu's beauty, Mahaprabhu's nectar and relishment is also a part of Shri Vishnu. And so though Srimad Mahaprabhu's Leela is also eternal, and Shri Krishna Leela is also eternal, even then, the Mahaprabhu, the relishment of Srimad Mahaprabhu's sweetness also at last, eternally, it merges into the sweetness of Shri Vishnu. Because the goal and motive of Shri Mahaprabhu is also relishing Shri.
Because it is the Kirtan Rasa.
Yes.
By the Kirtan, there is no difference between the Kirtan and the...
And meeting of Shri Radha. Yeah. Joining of Shri Radha.
So with Mahaprabhu, I mean, here we understand he's got the mood of Srimati Radhika,
Yes.
and he's not wanting to be reminded that he's Krishna. He's not wanting that.
Yes, sir.
So in Nitya Leela, with Mahaprabhu, he's living in the house. He's going home each night to be with his wife. So how is that supporting his mood? It seems like that's like a mood of he's the enjoyer. He's the husband. She's the wife. Vishnu Priya, she's the wife. How is that supporting his mood of Radharani?
Actually saying Srimad Mahaprabhu in Ashtakali Leela, we focus that Sri Mahaprabhu is in the garden of Sri Srivas Pandit. And at that time, Sri Vishnupriya is not with him. And it also shows that Sri Krishna Leela is so attractive that automatically all attractions are removed. It becomes null and void. They do not work in the attraction of Sri Krishna. So while Sri Mahaprabhu is in the garden of Sri Srivas Pandit, and he is in the mood of Sri Radharani, his identity is actually at this time is of Sri Radharani. Then, as Sri Radharani does not care any other thing, and his home and other things, in the same way, Sri Mahaprabhu does not have notice of the other things than Sri Krishna. So it should be considered in this way, and it shows the glories of the attraction of Sri Krishna. The Sri Krishna attraction is so great that it automatically makes the other attractions forgotten,
Yeah.
and they are null and void. They are not working.
But in Ashtakali Leela, still every night he goes at the end of the day, end of night, he goes to be with Vishnu Priya, and he sits and he talks with her and he's interacting with her.
Yes, that's right. But while the morning will come, or before morning, then Sri Mahaprabhu will return from the garden of Sri Shivas Pandit to his house. So then So Shri Mahaprabhu is, so it is three types of moods. One is Bahya Dasha, Antardasha and Ardhavaya Dasha. In Bahya Dasha, Shri Mahaprabhu is interacting Shri Vishnupriya and having meeting. But while he is in Antardasha, at that time, he is in the mood of an identity of Shri Radha. It should be considered in this way that when Shri Mahaprabhu will come in external position, then he will behave with Shri Vishnupriya, otherwise not.
And then they also discussed about Radha Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Leela.
And then, yes. Because Mahaprabhu's all activities are related to Shri Radha Krishna and relation. So at that time also, Shri Mahaprabhu is not having very much passion, and Mahaprabhu is not he is taking, but he is always servicing and having the mood. So it should be considered. And in Bahya Dasha, the Leela with Shri Vishnupriya is can be meditated, but while Shri Mahaprabhu is in semi outer position or in the inner position, Antardasha or Ardhavaya Dasha, then only he is not noticing Shri Vishnupriya.
And that
It should be considered in this.
and that worship is also described to be for those who are in Aishwarya Marg.
Yes. So
Gaur
yes.
Vishnupriya.
Vishnupriya. That is Aishwarya. And the Rasmai is Vishnu Krishna.
Gaur Gadhada.
Go.
I was just referring to the fact in Ashtakana Leela.
Yes.
But still,
So those who are focusing on that.
Yes. So actually, Shri Mahaprabhu, if a person is thinking Shri Mahaprabhu's Leela is eternal, and he is not focusing in Shri Krishna Leela, then he will always focus why Shri Mahaprabhu is in the external position, Bahya Dasha. And in Bahya Dasha, the routine activities of Shri Mahaprabhu will go on. But while he is mostly Shri Mahaprabhu has, but we can focus on that way on.
So why,
Yesterday, and this is my last time to see you this time. Tomorrow I leave Raj. Next time I will come for some time. Rajanath will drag me. So you were saying, yesterday how there's the different Nitya Leela and the different Leelas with Krishna. So one question I'm having is that in the Nitya Leela in Goloka, Jatila, Kutila, Abhimanyu, are they still not Abhimanyu so much, but Jatila, Kutila, they're still trying to stop
Of
Radha
course.
and Krishna. That's eternal going on.
Yes, of course. This is not correct that hindrances and obstacles and Parkiya Bhav is only on earth, it is not in Golok. That's not accepted by Shri Vishnu Chakravarti. They say that the Paramur and adulterousness is also in here as well as in Golok. Because if there is not Paramur, then that Leela will not be of a higher level and relishable.
It will be Aishwarya.
Yes.
So Jatila, Kutila, their service, their rasa is to be obstacle, to be.
Yes. To increase the density of love.
So what rasa is that they're in? What rasa Jatila, Kutila, what rasa?
Jatla Kutla is also having rasa.
It's also
Having rasa. So Jatla Kutla, because on a other way, other side, they are actually serving Shri Krishna.
Yeah.
So their soul,
They're like Vipaksha,
yes, yes.
like a Vipaksha
yes, they
type of form.
and they are, in this way, they are increasing and inflaming the love. So Uddipan, as Uddipak, it is much more beautiful.
But they're in Vatsalya, the Vatsalya mode then, the Vivaha.
Actually, their behavior is viewed externally, but they have very much love for Shiva.
Yeah.
So this is because they think that a prince of Sri Mandabhava, and who is the most bosom of the persons, if Shri Krishna will have any interaction with Shri Radhika and other things, other gopis, then it will be chastised here as well as in the other life. They think Shri Krishna is a human. So in the other life, Shri Krishna has to.
In his future life, he will suffer.
So they do not want that
Krishna
let
is-
Shri Krishna go in difficulties, and no hot water should become for Shri Krishna. So in this way, they want to protect Shri Krishna, the eternal hot water,
Yeah.
eternal difficulties. They creates this thing.
So another question. So you're at Prem Sarovar. So Krishna is seeing, oh, I am here with her as Prem Vaititya, and I can't console her. She's burning with the fire. Radharani is burning at the thought impending separation. So best that I go, because when I go away, then she's always thinking, remembering me, the Tamal tree, she's seeing me, she's having spurti. So then why is it that after so many years, Krishna has been away, then when he comes to Vrindavan, all the gopis now, the only reason they can stay in their body is because they don't want that Krishna is upset.
Yeah.
And Radharani at that moment, practically her breath is not even distinguishable.
Yeah.
So he's been away, he's away, yet still it seems that the separation is more intense. So I'm trying to reconcile this, that he leaves so that she can tolerate the fire of separation, but by staying away, that fire blazes so much, practically she's leaving her body.
You are absolutely correct, and you have answered yourself.
So then I didn't hear my answer.
Yourself. Yeah, answered Shri Krishna is giving them separation. As Shri Krishna also experienced it, Shri Krishna also felt that even now in separation, Shri Radhika is having the relishment of my joy. So Viraha is mainly Vishishta Raha. That means it is a much more closer
Meeting.
Meeting with me.
Inside
So,
meeting,
so
outside.
Shri Krishna, so Krishna is feeling that though externally I am giving them sourness, but actually in their heart, in this Viraha, they are also having the interaction with me and joining with me, and they are relishing the sweetness of mine. So in Viraha. So in this way, Shri Krishna is promoting, and Shri Krishna is accepting, and this Viraha.
So then in the later pastime, when Krishna comes back to Vrindavan and Radha is just about gone, so you're saying that externally it seems she's just about gone, but internally she's
Meeting, yes,
completely absorbed in meeting.
Yes.
Wow.
So that,
And-
That's when he
everything-
and-
everything is- why Shri Krishna Uddhav carried the letter of Shri Krishna and he handed over to Krishna. And listening and reading that letter, Shri Radhika felt that Shri Krishna is saying that still, though externally you are feeling separation, but at this time also, I am with you. And just you close your eyes, and as soon as Shri Radhika just closed his eyes, she felt that I am with Shri Krishna and having the meeting with Shri Krishna. So in this way, but immediately while she opened his eyes, she felt, no, oh, this was my dream.
Yeah.
This was not the actual. So then,
So now I have to close.
And this is for glorifying the gopi.
yes, yes, of
Because in one prakosh, Krishna always in Vrindavan.
yes,
He
yes,
cannot leave Vrindavan.
yeah,
For us, it is very, very
yes.
important, this mood of separation.
Yeah. Can I ask a couple of quick ones?
Yes, yes. No problem. No problem.
So, we understand Advaita Prabhu is calling to Mahaprabhu to come.
Mm.
But at that point, Nityananda is already here. Nityananda wouldn't come without Mahaprabhu coming.
Yes,
So we could say, well, it seems like Advaita is doing that, but Mahaprabhu is already on the way. Otherwise, why would Nityananda? Nityananda has already taken birth.
The father, mother also there.
yes,
They're all
yes.
there ahead of time.
That is the lila that they
Yes,
come
yes,
before.
and so Shri Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu is incarnated 12 years earlier than
Yeah.
Shri Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, Nityananda.
Jagannath Mishra, Sachi Devi, all are there.
So then if they're all here, why do we consider that Advaita, he's actually called them? Because everybody's already here, ready to greet him.
But it is not very much open,
It is not,
very much open, very much vivid, very much clear. So though Shri Krishna is in theoretically, Shri Krishna is here and theoretically, Srimad Mahaprabhu is here, but it is not in practice. Actually, Mahaprabhu was not seen. So in theory, theory is another thing, and practically being appearance of Srimad Mahaprabhu is quite different.
Like in a drama, different
Yeah.
stages
Yeah.
come.
The same thing was in Krishna Leela. All the parents were already there. But the Lord, he came when his time was done after the Kansa, when he did created so much of chaotic situation. And then the Lord came. Even though the parents were there, they were there.
Yes, yes, yes. So,
we just
so that is not actually the birth. That is the incarnation. Yes, sir. So Avirbhav Tirobhav Matma Shastra Kare. This is the Avirbhav and Tirobhav.
Yeah.
Manifestation and this manifestation. It's all disappearance. But Shri Krishna is always so that's right. You are
and the last thing you were saying, that with Baladev, he's expanding everything for Krishna's service. Everything that can be used for Krishna's service
Yes.
is Baladev. So we also understand everything is already for Krishna's service, for Krishna's pleasure.
yes.
But we hear it's Shakti. He is Purusha and this is Shakti. But there are these two sides. So on the one hand, it's Shakti. Now on the other hand, it's Balaram. Because everything is coming from Balaram. So how do we
Reconcile.
Yes. Actually, Shakti is not a different thing. Shakti is a part of a Swarup. Swarupameva Karyoन्mukham Shakti Shabdena Avadhiyate. While the Swarup, the identity itself gets manifested, then it is called Shakti. So Shakti is not actually a different identity.
yeah.
In the same way, Shri Baldev is the extension of Shri Krishna. He is Kaibhyuh of Shri Krishna. So as Kaibhyuh, as the extension of Shri Krishna, Shri Baldev appears in a different figure But actually, Baldev is Baldev is not actual. He is also Krishna. So in this way, Shakti is separate as well as not separate. So it is Achintya Bhed Aved. So by that Achintya Bhed Aved, it can be compiled.
And Baladev is also the Adhishtastri Deva of Sandini Shakti.
Yes, yes. Baldev is or Sanganisha. It's the Adhisthatma Deva of the yes.
So he has to, that automatically he is involved in
Yes,
everything.
yes. And the shadow of Sandini Shakti is Maya Shakti. So this word is also its shadow.
Yeah.
And the shadow is also given to we persons to serve Shri Krishna. And if we are not misusing it, and we are not using or offering this thing for Shri Krishna and using for we persons personally to selfishly to ourselves, then we are doing offense. So Maya will beat us. When Dutiya will wish to stand.
Oh, and here's this really is a quick one with a quick answer. No, it is. I was just wondering, Bilamangala Das Thakur and Surdas, they're separate personalities or?
No, of course, separate. Of course, separate.
Totally.
And the timing and their times are historically different. Their time is different.
Surdas was just born.
Surya is very later. Recent. Surya is recent, and Bilamangala is ancient.
Now another quick one.
Yes, of course.
No, I have one more. I have to the external Bahya Dasha from Mahaprabhu. Why? What is the purpose of that? He could have also come and only be sannyasi and relish the kirtan ras. Yeah, or like in Navadvip, he was not yet sannyas.
Yes.
But why is there the other part? Like married life and
That is only to give an example that a person should give up everything for Shri Krishna. So to establish an example, Shri Mahaprabhu is doing this lila. Actually, he has come for relishing the three desires, Shri Radha Pranama. So Shri Mahaprabhu is doing this as this is his Manushya Lila. And in Manushya Lila, Shri Mahaprabhu previously accept all the things, but he established this example that by this a person should also give up everything and sacrifice everything for the services of Shri Krishna. How Krishna Arte Bhogatyag, the Bhogatyag of for Shri Krishna, leaving everything for Shri Krishna. So he has established by his own
example.
And he is also the Bhajan Shiksha Guru.
Yes,
for everyone.
Yes, yes. As a bhajan, very fine. Bhajan as Bhajan Shiksha Guru, Shri Mahaprabhu is also described.
He comes to fulfill the desires of his devotees because his mother and father wanted to be mother and father in this pastime as well.
Yeah.
Yes. She Nandi Yashoda has or she did has came in the form of Shachima or Shri Jagannath.
Nityananda Gaura Hari. Nityananda Ram ki jai.